What's up guys, Nervzndepizza. I'm back for you guys another Black Ops 2 gameplay commentary. So today what you guys are watching in the background is a switch gun, every kill nuclear, on the map drone using the MSMC and the Vector. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this gameplay in the background. Pretty cool gameplay, switch gun nuclear on drone like I said. Pretty slow at sometimes, but overall it was a pretty good nuclear. And hopefully you guys enjoy that in the background. So today what I want to talk about is my school situation. Now this is actually part 2. I actually did a part 1 of this. I'll get into a little bit what I said in part 1 if you guys missed it, and basically explain what my school situation is about. It's pretty unique, and I'm sure you guys will understand after the video is over. So let's start off with talking about what I talked about in part 1. Now basically what I explained in part 1 is how the teachers for all the teachers all around my province, which is British Columbia, basically they started in about March where they went in lockout. Now lockout is basically where they had to leave school 30 minutes after the end of class and 30 minutes before they couldn't get there 30 minutes before school started. That just kind of limited all the markings. Then after that I basically talked about how we had rotating strikes, which was near the end of the school year, and basically what was happening is there would just be one day of each week where we had no school, and they would just rotate through different districts throughout the province. Now since then it's gotten a lot worse. I mean, we were supposed to solve this deal a long time ago, especially just before school ended, but nothing happened, and over the summer there was hardly any talks. We thought maybe there was a chance to get a deal done, and this is where part 2 comes into play. So, like I said, coming into the summer, you know, they were really planning to get the deal done so we could start the school year right on time. But basically what ended up happening was the teachers and the government, they didn't talk too much. You know, they had a couple opportunities where they had a mediator where basically he just helps to bargain with the teachers and the government. You know, he came there. This was the big news of the summer. He was trying to help. They were actually pretty close. You know, they were bargaining, but then unfortunately the mediator, he said, you know, that's enough. I can't do this because I think what he said was the two sides, they were just way too far apart. So he decided he's not going to be doing any of that. And ever since then, you know, the talks, they just completely stopped. No more bargaining, and basically all they have to do, really, they also got the premier involved, but that wasn't too important. That was just today. Didn't really improve anything, but basically what needs to happen is there's a couple things. I mean, all they don't really need to do is they don't have to get a deal, first of all they have to do really is just solve the strike. Like basically if they say, oh, we're not going to go on strike anymore, we can go back to school, and when we go back to school they'll still continue to bargain and stuff, but basically there's a couple of reasons why this has not been solved yet. You know, this is just really unfortunate for the students because they're just pointing fingers at the other side, you know, saying, oh, you're not doing this, and there's both sides to complain to. I mean, some people say that government's not being fair, some people say that the teachers are asking for way too much, and yeah, there's just multiple things that people are saying about this whole situation. Now, what this means for me is my first day of school was actually supposed to be this Tuesday, September 2nd, but of course, they're still on strike, so we had no school. Today's Thursday, I don't have school all this week, and most likely next week too. I mean, there's no talks scheduled whatsoever, and yeah, so for me, I mean, I'm gonna have to maybe start a little bit of school. Like, I mean, I'm not forced to do like so much school, but basically all I have to do is just a couple of small things to start preparing for the school whenever it starts, and yeah, so it's pretty unfortunate, the school situation. I mean, it's good and bad in ways for the students. Bad in a way that we're losing school time, and we're going to have to make it up eventually, and this means that our spring breaks are going to be cut down, maybe a little bit of the winter break or Easter break, something like that. But yeah, so basically, like I said, when this will be solved, nobody knows. I mean, we're just going day by day here, but most likely no school tomorrow and probably all next week, and not really anything important is happening for a long time. And there's a day in October, I think it's like the second week of October, where basically there's a legislation or something like that. I'm not too sure what exact that means, but basically what happens then is there's more talks and stuff, and more legislation with the government and the teachers. You know, it's a lot of detailed stuff. I mean, I don't want to get too into detail with you guys about this, but yeah, basically that's what's happening. So yeah, we're looking right now that I don't have school this week, next week, most likely all of this September, which really sucks. I'm probably going to go back in October. I really hope they can solve it, especially in October, because if it can go on, I heard the worst case scenario would be no school to November, and that would just be horrible because we would like have no time to make up all the time we missed in class. And hopefully this can get solved quickly. Like I said, probably not going to happen. They really want to get this done, focused, and finished with, because teachers haven't had a good deal in I think 12 years, something like that. And yeah, so hopefully everything gets solved, and I'll be back in school in the next couple weeks here, most likely the start of October. But until then, I can still enjoy myself, play video games all night, and study a tiny bit during the day, not too much, just prepare a tiny bit for school. And yeah, so I'm looking forward to this deal getting finished, because it's a big deal here in British Columbia, and all the students want to go back, or most of them. But yeah, so anyways, that wraps up this video for you guys today. If you guys enjoyed this commentary topic and this gameplay in the background, please let me make sure you know with a like and a comment, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. I'm out. Pizza.